This is Dr. Shiva. That's the Attorney General. Is the Attorney General going to expose the fact that election fraud took place in Massachusetts? The ballot images, which are supposed to be saved by federal law, have been deleted. Maura, you know about this. For many, many years, election fraud has been taking place in this state because a Republican governor, Charlie Baker, has been in cahoots with the Democrats. And this has been going on far too long. There is no law in Massachusetts. What has been going on in Massachusetts is complete corruption. I ran for United States Senate, and I'm still running for U.S. Senate as a write-in candidate. What happened in Massachusetts on September 1st is what occurs in banana republics. We talk about third world, quote-unquote third world countries like Venezuela. We talk about Cuba. Massachusetts is Cuba because of the fact that the lawlessness that takes place here. By law, when you vote, there are two kinds of ballots. The hand-drawn ballots, which are counted by a human being, and then the ballots that go through electronic devices. Those electronic devices convert that ballot to an image. That image is the ballot because that's what's used for counting and votes, right? That's by law. Those ballot images have supposed to be saved for 22 months. She knows it, they know it. They know it right up there in the Secretary of State, Galvin, who was actually brought up on charges because he was involved in getting rid or manipulating votes from military voters overseas. Massachusetts is a center of the swamp. There is election fraud. When President Trump talks about election fraud, it's not he's saying that for his reason. He's saying it because it actually exists. And when these people talk about Black Lives Matter, well, they don't give a damn about black lives. I'm black, okay? Black lives do matter. And I'm not talking about capital B, capital L, capital M. I'm talking about all lives, peoples matters. Blacks, reds, everyone. I don't care what part of the political spectrum you are, but when it comes to election fraud, we must unite. And we must unite because an election was stolen, not from me, but from the working people of Massachusetts. It was stolen, what?
Her mask on to do the interview.
Yeah, there she goes. She's putting her mask on to do the interview. This is the kind of bullshit optics that these people do. They don't give a damn about reality. They don't give a damn about someone like me, a working class guy who earned 4 degrees, came up bottoms up, but she will put on her mask. Everyone videotape this. She's putting on her mask because it's good for optics. And this is the Attorney General. Come on. This is a person who's supposed to preserve the law and order of this state. Where is the investigation on Galvin? Where is the investigation that the Massachusetts state cannot find the ballot images? Over 1 million ballot images are missing. Over 1 million, at least over 1 million. And what you have is a bunch of goons who run the state. I'm sorry, I've been here since 1981. I worked my butt off, all of you did, for this election. We will not let them get away with this. Charlie Baker, by the way, did this to Mark Fisher. He's done this to many, many candidates. And it's the Republicans who've done this, not the Democrats. The Democrats just get the spoils of the fruits of the labor of the Republican Mass GOP. They work together. They work together. Let's get this clear. Charlie Baker and the Mass GOP work together with her. I see you put on your mask, Maura. You didn't have it on before. Quite interesting.
Have a good day.
Well, it's not a good day. It's not a good day. It's a good day for you to talk saying it's to have a good day. You're going to investigate Galvin?
Investigate?
Are you going to investigate him, Maura? No, you won't. Because you're full of shit.
Yeah.
That's what you are. You're full of shit. You put on your mask when it was convenient. You took it off in front of the cameras. That's right, and you impose laws on the people of Massachusetts for them to wear masks. You're full of shit. Bullshit. This is what we need to do. This is the beginning. We will be back here again and again. The hundreds of thousands of millions who supported this campaign got to get here because this is the center of where election fraud took place. Right here in 1 Ashburton Place. This is where the criminals are. They had 10 days. They had 10 days. They take advantage of the police. They take advantage of black people. They take advantage of white people. They take advantage of everyone. And the freaking news media over there will never cover any of it because they're in cahoots with them. They will cover, people burning down buildings. They will cover people attacking police, but they will not cover the real issues in this country, which is election fraud. 1 million ballots, everyone listen. people listen, are missing, deleted. By law, ballot images must be saved. They are the ballots. And if this doesn't get you upset, then say goodbye to democracy. The American people have been made naive, fat, dumb, and happy by a bunch of people who point to other countries. They point to other countries, but they don't look right here. Charlie Baker, the biggest bullshitter around, who cries on TV for fishermen, if you remember that, where he just made up a story, yesterday was attacking the president, when he is a master of many election frauds. Mark Fisher, the Mass GOP was ripping up ballots. And that's what they did. They deleted our ballots. They're supposed to save the ballot images. If there are no ballot images, there is no election. Because if you cannot validate an election, that is election fraud. I don't have to prove anything. They have to prove it. Right?
Yes,
now,
that's right.
I got nearly 3,000 volunteers who volunteered for our campaign. We're out every day. The fool, the doofus, who Charlie Baker found as a designated loser, to lose to Markey, he wasn't anywhere. No lawn signs, no bumper stickers, nothing. And this is how they work. They don't want one of us coming bottoms up. They can throw a switch on their election machines and delete the ballot images. Come on over here. Come on up. Why don't you tell what you think's going on? Keep it brief. Thanks.
This is what I can say.
Keep it close to you.
I can say election fraud affects every single one of us across all party lines, whether we're Republican, Democrat, Independent. Election fraud steals from each and every one of us. For the life of me, I can't understand why this goes on, why it continues. Nobody says anything. Investigations should be taking place. The state police should be investigating this. This is a federal election. The Secret Service should be investigating what's going on with these ballot machines. And the FBI should be investigating. I call on those agencies to step up. The Department of Justice, do your jobs. Protect the people of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Protect the people of the United States. This is going on here. This is going on other places. And people wonder why President Trump says election fraud is taking place. It takes place here, has been for a long time, until the people of Massachusetts unite as one people, not three separate parties or four separate parties, but one people say, this is not the legacy we are going to leave for our children. We want better. We want the best.
And Keith here is an American worker. He's not a scumbag politician. He's not a guy who wears masks one day and takes it off the other day because it's optically valid. This guy was out there, just like many of our volunteers right here, Mike, right here, Diane, every one of them, okay? And we're going to be back. This is just the beginning. We just did this very quickly. We're going to be back here again and again and again and again. Because I don't care if you're far right or far left. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican or Independent. I don't care if you're Black Lives Matter or White Lives Matter. I don't care what lives matter you want to support. But when it comes to election fraud, it's got to unite all of us. Because for far too long, they've been dividing working people using nonsensical issues. But this issue should unite everyone against our real enemy, these scumbags right here. These are the scumbags right here, Galvin, Baker, his Democrat buddies, that work together against working people. They want to defund the police. They should defund themselves. They have done nothing for black people in inner cities. $53 trillion since 1965. $53 trillion. The condition of a black person in the inner city, the illiteracy rate today is worse than it was before 1965. That's what these scumbags do here. Anyway, we're going to be back. This is Shiva for Senate, for the people of Massachusetts who will not give 1 inch to election fraud. Not 1 inch. Period. Thank you.